Let's look at where Shane can truly shine.
7K Dreamer please.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel for this highly anticipated Mythical Awakened Shane video. This video is all about tests and comparison because how exactly do we know if Shane is really better now? Shane has no piercing skill, no cooldown increased immunity, which means for some guild dungeon floors, you may be better off with Taka, but of course this requires testing. She does however have exploit vulnerability, which increases the base damage of a skill, so we need to test if this can be useful. She is also no longer a single target user, so that really impacts a lot on the PvE support system since you need to adjust your buffers, your soul skills and pets. We may see remakes of heroes in future that buff 5-man AoE target, so we'll see how that goes. But before we proceed with the test, we will look at her equipment first. My Shane is equipped with double PvE World Boss Lethal, double PvE HP. For her accessory, I've given her Willful Ring and crit damage. This is just for testing purposes because we're still not too sure what else she can use. And as for her jewels, I've given her the same jewels as Taka, PvE attack, PvE crit damage and lethal damage, as well as skill cooldown. For her traits, also the same as Taka, increased crit damage, increased lethal damage, as well as increased damage down onto certain type of heroes. Note that she doesn't need the Isabella's Vigor because she does have lifesteal on her own. You guys might be wondering how she fares compared to Taka, so we will proceed with our first test in raid level 39 against Brilliant Slaughterer. I will run both runs side by side so you can have a very good view. Both runs use Kayle, but as you know, Shane's skills does not get buffed by Kayle and Seek. However, her single target effect attack does get influenced by Kayle's buff. Also, my Shane here uses soul skills that boost 5 target AoE damage, while my Taka is still using single target attack damage buff. Both of them have skill cooldown soul skill. So in this comparison, you can see that Shane is having a slightly greater advantage in terms of damage output per minute. At the end of 5 minutes, Shane did a little better, but only slightly, even without the buffs from Kayle and Seek. However, I'm wondering then, can this output be pushed? And the only way to do this is to use Jeff. Jeff boosts crit damage, physical attack, as well as 5-man AoE attack damage. So I performed this test in level 30 of Smart Mode on Destroyer Gaze, which is universal by nature, so it is a fair test. You will see that Jeff boosts the damage of Shane's skill a lot more. However, if you look at her effect attack numbers, it looks pretty strange. She has higher attack effect damage with Jeff than Kayle, but she has higher ignore defense regular damage with Kayle than Jeff. So I'm not entirely sure how this calculation works or if there are any other hidden multipliers affecting this, but yeah, this was the observation made. So let me know if you guys have any theory for this or if you have made any interesting findings while testing Shane. So can Shane do World Boss? Well, unfortunately, since we are on Iron Devourer this week, it is not a simple question to answer. Here is my Sniper's output and score for his run. I know that it is not the top 50 standard, but good enough for a comparison's sake because this was my Shane's output, even after 5 minutes. Snipper is still the must-have hero for Iron Devourer due to his high lethal boost. The problem with Shane here is that she did not have consistent lethal attacks, so this actually caused the damage output to drop a lot. And furthermore, she didn't have the buffs of physical attack increase, she didn't have the buffs from Kayle and Seek, she didn't have the buff from Ace because I'm using Da Qiao instead. So all these buffs were missing and I don't think this is a very good team that you want to go in with. But Shane could replace Taka in future world bosses, but of course more testing is necessary since we know she doesn't enjoy all these single target attack buffs. So where can Shane be used well? Why not let's run through all the final flaws of Smart Mode since she does have a 5-man AoE which makes clearing Smart Mode flaws theoretically easier. This is Shane in floor 40 of Celestial Tower. So I'm using Ace here. Ace basically helps to remove the hit shield buffs, all the void shields off the enemies, and then you can just proceed with using Shane already and look at her damage. It is insanely high. Okay, she can even take on Platoon's Nestra Blessing on her own, you don't need to remove any kind of shields. So the only problematic thing here on this floor is Aquila, because she survives on 1 HP, so it's potentially a little draggy. Make sure you move Theo's zombie via buff reduction.
Well then, let's go on an adventure.
So over here, I'm going to transform my Shane.
The darkness consumes you.
And I think, I can just go ahead and use her 5-man AoE over here. And yeah, it does a lot of damage. There is Cow Heron, so you need to remove the block first. Okay, but look at Platoon's Nestra Blessing, it's almost gone with 1 hit on Shane. So if you actually apply the block nullification first, it would help so much. It could probably even kill Cow Heron already. Look at that damage, look at that damage. I do like her Korea counterpart because she does multi-hit, so it looks even more impactful. Over here she does single hit, so it's not very threatening or intimidating, but we'll make do with that. I would love if she gets multi-hit, because I find that when I was tackling smart mode, that was actually quite a problem. So over here I left my thing on auto, which is unfortunate, but it's okay. Do note that Heavenlier doesn't boost Shane at all. Heavenlier only boosts 2 to 4 target attacks. Okay, so same thing here, it is to remove hit shield buffs, void shields with Blossom Strike. This is a very typical strategy which I've been covering in a lot of my smart mode videos. Then I'm proceeding to apply the block nullification, and then I am going to use Shane's skill. I'll just finish Aquila off. No, I won't. She still lives on 1 HP, so yeah. Amelia kicks her in the face. And this is your run for smart mode, level 40 Celestial Tower. So she is a very capable unit for sure, okay, to handle your smart mode. And I think she could replace Theo, even though you still may need Theo in certain floors maybe, I'm not too sure. So here it is raid level 40. I'm bringing Tara because I love her for this mode. Rachel as well, Rachel to reduce damage. Do note that I'm very subjected to formation change because there's Rin and there's Jave, they both do formation change, but we'll see how that goes. Again, one thing to take note in this floor is that if you apply the Aqua Blaster, the Incapacitate, Ares may remove it with a Crash It, so that is something you need to take note. Try to apply it again if possible, otherwise you gotta make do with what you can use. And her damage is insane, she kills off Rin. Oh yes, and I use Eileen's top skill to remove Rin's and Jave's Void Shields as well, because it does 3 hits each. So you can see the incapacitation totally won't let Jave live at all. So this is the key to clearing raid floors very fast, especially the higher ones. So my formation change here, we will see how Shane performs even on the front line, okay? Front line has no attack buff, I think. 10% or something, or 0. Can't remember, but yeah, she's on the front line now. Gotta apply the Aqua Blaster here to get rid of Jade's remaining Void Shields, and here we go with Shane's transformation, and then I'll Q her skill. One thing good about Shane is that she takes damage up to 20% of max HP, so any 3 hit attack will not exactly kill her, so that is something you can, at least feel a little reassured about. So her basic attack is super strong, it kills off one enemy immediately. Gonna use Eileen's top skill to remove Void Shields from Rin and Jave. And then I'm gonna use the same strategy, Tara with Aqua Blaster, Incapacitate, and then Shane will definitely kill off everyone. So Tara and Shane is a very good combination because I don't think anyone can lift Shane's attack honestly. So my Rachel dies here, so I have no crit damage buff, but however, you look at the damage, it's still a lot. We're hitting like, I don't know, millions, or very high 100,000s, okay? So definitely not too difficult. Of course, your Shane must be properly equipped. So next we are moving on to Tartarus. The last floor of Tartarus. Pretty challenging, I remember. This took me so long. So the first thing I'm doing here is actually to kill off one of the heroes already. Basically, I also want to get Shane's Awakening Gauge up ASAP. I think if I'm not wrong, I actually use an increased Awakening Gauge charge speed duo on her here. Unfortunately, Yonhee reduces my Awakening Gauge, so that sucks. I'm just gonna spam my Soul Slayer, kill off everyone, so hopefully on the next round, I can transform successfully, and yeah, this is a problem. But the reason why I'm not doing any buff duration reduce to reduce Yonhee's evasion is because Shane gains exploit vulnerability once she's transformed. So that is what I'm trying to exploit, literally. No pun intended. So the next round is gonna be super easy. Just use Tara's skill. This will land the incapacitation. You realize that over here you have Lü Bu, you have Dark Element, and it's precisely because of the Dark Element that's why you want to use Tara's incapacitation, so that the enemies won't actually drop to 1 HP and get enraged. And Shane slays everything on the field with one shot. Again, I said Tara and Shane, very sick combo. So the final round, I got trolled so bad, I totally forgot that there was a Clemith on this floor. So if there's a Clemith, there's basically nothing you can do now but quit, because Shane is not going to do anything. There's no way you can actually take down the Clemith like that. Okay, there is just no freaking way. So much for Shane. Her lack of piercing is very, very triggering, okay, honestly, because I know they don't want Taka to be replaced, but the only way around it is to not let Shane use her transformation, so you'll hit through the whole floor with a 3 target attack, and I think that will definitely help. But give her accuracy rate so that she can kill off the light element in the first wave. So yeah, hopefully this video has shown you guys what Shane can do, and I hope you enjoyed the analysis and explanations. Let me know in the comments what you guys think of Shane, and hopefully we will see, maybe a remake, I'm not sure. So my guildmate has actually found a bug relating to Shane, and if you guys want to check out what the bug is, go check out his video which I've linked above. So if you enjoyed this video, do give it a like and do stay tuned for more guides to come. Thank you so much, and I'll see you very soon.